put my effort into English as much as I can in 1 year. So that's why.
Okay, so you spent a year before you came here.
Yes.
Okay, it was intentionally. No. Go ahead.
Because I'm a person who always holding myself back, so I know that, and I decided to move to Canada to practice or to learn my English.
Yeah.
So I was in language school for like half year, and in
Taiwan still. You were in Taiwan English school, and then you came to Canada.
No,
in Canada you were in school.
I just go. I learned English straight in Canada.
Wait, I'm going to go back to when you were in Taiwan. What was your ability with English, say, when you were in high school? Were you concerned with it? Did you study English? You learned English from the beginning, right? I mean, that's been part of your education.
Yes, it is. But
nobody speaks it, though. It's just an academic thing, right?
Yes, and I learned most of my English from YouTube and Netflix and videos like that. So
so you're a self-learner. You're able to manage. You did a good job. I mean, most people can't do that. That's pretty impressive.
I appreciate that. I know that's a tiny little gift I have.
Yeah, that's important. And your pronunciation, I'm stunned at how good your pronunciation is. You've got. Are you a musician too?
I'm not a musician. I'm not because I would say you would not call me musician because I was producing rap music. I was a producer, but
but the point is, you trained your ears to hear very subtle differences. That's what I'm saying. Is that my experience is that musicians are much better at picking up pronunciation because they know how to hear. They know how to listen for subtle little differences that most people can't do.
I was in love with music in my high school year to my college year. So I tried to be a producer, but that doesn't work out.
Yeah. Well, but you're a punk kid, so you're learning from all this stuff. This is great.
Yes. So I saw your title. I feel, that's interesting. So that's why I'm choosing here.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Everything's connected.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
And where do you live now?
Exhausting talking to this fucking guy. This is what I call the most exhausting person to ever talk to in your life.
Washington.
Bothell. It's a city down below Seattle.
How do you spell it?
Bothell.
Oh, Bothell.
Oh, yeah, Bothell.
All right, yeah, that's because of your pronunciation. It's a weird name, and I figured, what the hell is that? But it's just what I thought I heard. You said it right.
Bothell, yeah.
Okay.
It's weird. It's considered weird. I didn't know that. Oh.
Well, it just sounds weird. Spell it again. How is it spelled?
Bothell. Bothell.
Yeah, Bothell. And that word H. Let me hear you say that word.
H.
No, it's not H. You need You know what a diphthong is? The word A. Okay.
H.
Yeah.
Oh, BOTH.
Right, that's it.
Thank you for correcting me. I need that.
Yeah, the
H.
difference is that
H,
that A sound is called a diphthong, and it's actually two sounds. It's and E. It's not just a single sound.
I see.
And the same thing for I. The name I, like I went to. That's actually two sounds. Ah and E put together real fast. I.
Oh. Wow, that hit a lot. That hit really hard. I never realized this.
Nobody ever teaches
nuance.
That shit. Yeah,
that's important. Actually, that's how we.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I know it's important. Listen, when you And when
far
you
more
go to that
impartial
link
when the
tree
moms are
document,
black.
in there
Some of y'all,
is
all your mom
writing
taught you
system.
was to
I
bring in
used to,
privilege and
I
entitlement, and
specialized
then
in
you were just
teaching
the little badge
pronunciation.
token
I
that she
did
had
that
to
for
make
like
herself
10
look cool
years.
because she was
And
the
there's
reject in her own
a
community.
writing
The
system
goal is to
in
always put
there.
another
It's called
affluent white
anyway,
man,
on that
never a
list of
nigga.
phonographic.
And I hate that you had to learn it
You'll
on
see it's
Clubhouse.
about halfway
Bye.
down the list.
Yes,
Download
I will
it.
check later.
Yeah, and tell you that. I think you'll find that very interesting. I'm really glad you came in here. I don't get that many interesting people in here, so.
Thank you for saying that. I also feel I'm new here and I'm here
Yeah.
to listen to what you want to say because it's
They
significant
learned
for
that shit
me.
off YouTube. They
Well,
don't
what
even
do
experience
you want
this
to do
shit.
with your life?
I want to be successful
No,
because
Successful doing what?
No,
Fuck
Jenny,
success.
you know I love
What do you
you
want
down,
to
but
do?
this,
What's
are you
fun?
okay?
What do you want to spend your
No, go
time
ahead. I
doing?
don't really want
fun.
a response.
I don't think I
This is
can
something
enjoy
you guys
fun.
learn on
I mean,
YouTube. This is not even y'all experience. This
You
is my
must
life.
enjoy.
Gonna tell me what
I
my
mean,
life
some
is
stuff you
with my
find
Puerto Rican
annoying,
mom and
and
my
other
dad.
stuff
I'm
you
black,
don't
baby.
mind
That shit
doing.
sounds good.
It's enjoyable, right?
yeah, but the point is, I from Taiwan, and our social structure is that we need to be successful, and in order to be successful, we have to be educated and get a good job to be respect you. That's
Yeah,
the whole
and,
point.
yeah, and that's bullshit. It's not true. I mean, it's true sometimes for some people occasionally. That's just somebody's story. You know, you're a unique individual in the universe. The world is changing. The old cultures are all about to collapse. A new world is coming. And you don't need to be bound by all those old restrictions.
So this is what I gotta
Wow,
say to all of this.
that's a lot.
babble
Yeah, it is.
that I just heard
A whole
Katie
lot.
speak, right?
I mean, from what I know, I think you are a person
But there's
who treat yourself really hard, but on top of that, I think you are successful in some certain field. And why do you think being successful is not important?
Oh, being sick. Well, in America, when you talk about success, people think money. Okay.
Part of it, yes.
Right, well, yeah, part. That has nothing to do with success for me. I mean, money's good. It's nice to have money, but success is achieving the things I want to achieve in my life, to produce things that are valuable and useful to people, to do stuff and create stuff that's useful.
But I stuck in the point that my self-concept is not perceived by me. It's actually perceived by others, which means
No, that's true. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Other people's perceptions of you have a profound impact on you. So you have to be aware of the impression that you make on other people. But that's just the impression you make on other people so that you can, so that they're not a problem for you.
Yeah, so, sorry. So back to what you asked me what I want, I say successful, but the point is I want to be confident enough to live in this world. Like, I will not be judged anymore. That's my goal because I just have to do that, and I choose to do that.
When you choose to do what?
I choose to follow the existing system, which
Wait, say that again. Follow the what?
Follow the existing system.
Okay, here the pronunciation is getting
existing.
Existing?
Yeah, existing system.
Okay, so you choose to follow the existing system? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So why do you choose to follow the existing system?
Like I say, in some point of life, I feel like I figured that I'm nothing. Like, I'm not significant. I'm just not even regular. So
this guy's accurately diagnosing himself.
I still believe because it's always stuck in my mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. You've got a very active language machine, and it's chatting away at you all day and telling you all sorts of. See, that's your large language model working on you. You got to start listening to the bullshit that your own language machine is generating for you. That's all just crap that's running on your language model.
even though I tried to reject that, and they would just point out some certain
Yeah,
things.
okay. Listen,
Look
it
at
can
that.
take a while. Listen, you can control all this stuff. You're right in the stuff that I'm
Actually, I tried to control before, and that I'm just ended up being an alcoholic and
listen,
taking drugs.
listen,
Like
listen,
that.
that's good. It's
fucked
good
up.
that you experimented with all that stuff. That's all important part of life. That's good.
I'm being some self-destruction, so I sick of that, and I feel like I ended up being suicide. I attempted suicide, so I did, but like I don't think it's worth doing that because I want to at least try my best to live in this world.
Okay,
That's
so
what I want to do.
Stop. Let me
Yes.
make a suggestion for you, okay?
Please.
Let's end this discussion we're having right now. What I would suggest you do is go and listen. Well, I would say take a few days here. Listen to the first 4 links, or do this. The first link is a 1-hour podcast called The 5 Stupidities of English, which is fundamental to this stuff. The 4th link is an interview I did on somebody else's podcast. That's 2 hours long. But that covers more than just the language stuff. Like I said, I'm not just doing linguistics. I'm also doing that. So that 2-hour thing covers a whole bunch of stuff about what I'm doing. And
okay, so can I interrupt real quick?
Sure.
Just for you to know, I already not middle. I mean, I am in middle of my path right now.
Uh-huh.
I choose to pursue what I believe, which is being successful, and you say it's bullshit. But I'm here. I'm currently in America. Still,
No, you're doing great.
So I'm just questioning. No offense.
No, it's all right.
I just want to ask. Did you just trying to tell me to give up what I just choose for my life, and instead of trying my best, I shouldn't do that?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying it's a lifelong process that's always in the process of transformation. And what you think it is now is not what you're going to be thinking it is 10 years from now or 5 years from now, because the world is changing real fast. We got big disruptive changes coming that are going to create, well, I don't even know what, but there's big changes coming in the next 5 years or so.
Actually, I with you because I also believe I also think what you say. Yes.
So anyway, listen, I'm just saying, I think that some of the stuff I'm doing might be useful for you. And so listen to those, spend some time with the first 4 links there, take notes, and then come back in take a couple of days. There's no hurry. You got time, right?
Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time, but because my finals is coming. But after finals, it will be winter.
Okay, all right, yeah. So we'll do this after the finals. Take care of what you need to take care of now.
Yes.
And in the meantime, listen to those things and think about them and take notes. And then when you're ready, come back. I mean, if it takes a month, I don't care. I'm going to be here. It's just your life. I'm here almost every day, almost all day. So
consider what you have told me. I might make an assumption that you might experience the similar thing before.
Oh, I could tell you a whole bunch of stuff. Well, some of those stories are in that podcast.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. I had. Do you know who Alan Watts is?
Can you spell it out? And I probably don't know that. And I'll check that over.
Alan is his first name. Alan.
Alan. Okay.
Yeah, and his last name is Watts. Watts. But don't worry about it. That's just that a book of his. When I read a book of his when I was 21 years old.
Oh.
And as a result of that book, it's hard to explain it, but I had this blinding it's something like what you had. I had this blinding realization that I didn't have a clue who I was, what I was doing, what the world was, what I could do, what I couldn't do. I was just sort of dumped off a cliff, and I knew absolutely nothing. And that it was all, what I realized that it was just all a bunch of stories that I'd been sold and I bought into and was running my life off these stories that I had going in my head, but that I didn't really know any of it. And I never recovered from that. That happened. It took like 10 seconds. I was laying in my bed reading this book. I put the book down and my entire world collapsed. And it never came back. I had to start all over.
After you read that book,
Pardon?
after you read that book and your perspective collapse. Okay.
Yeah. So what I did is Alan Watts has written many books. So I started reading all of his books to try to understand what was going on. And then he mentions other people in his writing. So, I became a reader. I started finding out who was, talking about stuff that I thought was important, and I was reading all their stuff. And on my on that link tree thing is the bibliography. There's probably more than 100 books. All the books that were important in my life are on that list there.
So, will you did you feel regret you read that book?
Do I feel glad?
You regret?
Oh no! I can't imagine what my life would have become if I hadn't read
That's
that
nice.
book. It was a miracle
Good to hear that.
that
Good
book.
to hear that.
Yeah. I would have turned into a human being if it hadn't been for that book.
Yeah. Well, yes, indeed.
Yeah, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. How I got that book was, I think I explained the story of that. There's a long story that goes with how that book ended up. It's just totally like the universe just dumped this thing on me. I wasn't looking for it. I had no interest in Buddhism or spirituality or consciousness. I liked girls and TV and cars and marijuana. That was about it.
Oh,
and somehow this book, I reached. Well, the story's in one of those podcasts. It's a fun story. Anyway, it's just like the universe conspired to wake me up.
So, okay. So, do you believe there is like the rule of universe that the universe will send you some message? Did you believe that?
No, I wasn't even looking for a message. I had no interest. Like I say, I wasn't. I was 21 years old. I was a punk kid. I lived at the beach. I was interested in girls and TV and cars and marijuana. I wasn't interested in anything else.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I see. Because I kind of figured out. I mean, I realized that everything is paradoxical. So I have a perspective that's similar to yours. I believe there is some certain message that is said that I have to listen. But turn out, I think I can believe what I want to believe, and it's weird that there is something called evil genius. It's from the book that I read, and the writer is called Rene, and he talk about the concept. He say evil genius is it's a thing that whenever you say something, whether it's correct or not correct, it's going to fight against your perspective, whatever. Yeah. So whatever you think, it's going to be the other side, which means both sides can be correct. And since I read that book, and I feel like, oh shit, everything is both correct and incorrect, and how can I choose? So my perspectives collapse. That's why.
All right. Well, listen. Let me tell you. I think you're gonna like this stuff. This may clear up a whole bunch of shit. Language is just a crazy cesspool of nonsense and conflicting ideas, and we're not taught anything about how to deal with it as children. We just get this whole thing dumped on us, and I've straightened out a lot of it. I've found a way to make some sense out of it, and I'm hoping that you'll find it useful. And right now, I have to get out of here. The room's gonna be here, but I'm gonna take a break for about a half an hour. I'm gonna eat something. And,
Sure.
the thing is, I'm here almost every day, almost all day and evening. So you won't have any trouble finding me if you want to talk. But I would
Yes.
appreciate it if you would really spend some time with that material and those links and take a lot of notes so that when we talk next time, we can really be focused on whatever it is you want to talk about.
Yes. Before you leave, the one
Yeah.
thing I want to tell you,
Yeah.
and I say my perspective collapse, but after I hear the word socialization, my perspective collapse again because I never been socialized enough. So
Well, no, you were socialized as a child by your parents and your community and your friends and your school and everything. You can't not be socialized.
I push myself. I try to not be socialized because I don't think people will understand my
When
ways.
did you start consciously trying to do that?
When I was 6.
6?
Yeah, very, very early.
Wow. Okay, well, you and I've got a lot to talk about. You're unique, maybe. You may be a weirdo.
I am a weirdo, and
Okay.
I just
All right. Well, that's good. Yeah, you're probably on the spectrum.
Yeah, but I know how to pretend myself to be not a weirdo, to not be a weirdo.
Yeah. Well, in any case, listen, I'm looking forward to talking to you after you've taken some notes and listened to that stuff. I think we may have some interesting conversations.
Yeah, how can I, because I'm new here,
Yeah.
not new, I used this app 5 years ago, so I
Yeah.
add you to, okay, I added
What you want to do is add me as a friend. You want to join this house. That way you'll get notified whenever I start a room, and I start rooms every day. So if you join the house,
Anyway, I had added you as a friend, so I probably will see your
Yeah.
notification if you.
yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
not quite sure how that all works, but yeah.
Yeah, I
It'll work.
appreciate that conversation.
Yeah, well, listen, it's
Yeah,
good for me. It's always fun for me to have somebody who can hold up their end of the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise I would probably talk to AI.
Yeah, well, I spend more time talking to ChatGPT than I do talking to people.
Oh, I can recommend a conversational AI called Sesame. It's really good, I think.
No, I'm stuck. No, I'm already committed. OpenAI, ChatGPT knows me. I mean, I've been with it for a year. It knows all my projects. It knows. It knows me.
Because ChatGPT had a lot of limitation. And
Well, every one of them has limitations. They're all unique.
But
They're good at
especially
some things.
it won't talk about something sensitive, like sensitive topic.
Well, but I don't care. It talks about the stuff I want to talk about.
Okay, that's true. I mean,
Yeah, it may not
that's fair.
talk about how I can build an H-bomb, but I don't really want to build a fucking H-bomb.
Sure. Yeah, I get it. Like, I'm happy that you find your way.
Well, listen, I'll jump to another one if the time comes to jump. But
Yes.
and it'd be okay because I have the entire history of my conversations with ChatGPT.
Nice.
It's a text file. It's like almost 200,000. I mean, 2 million words now.
Oh, wow.
So if I ever do switch to another AI, I'll just bring all that with me. So I can train the new one on what I got from ChatGPT. But ChatGPT isn't perfect. It's got its problems, but they've all got problems, and ChatGPT knows me, so I'm staying for a while.
The reason I brought it up because I feel like ChatGPT is just not that humanized. It's
Not that what?
Humanized. It's
Humanized?
It's robotic. It's.
Well, see, the thing is, you can. Are you on Facebook? No, because I've been publishing. I've published some of my conversations with ChatGPT. I call it Lex because ChatGPT is too long and hard to type. So anyway, I've published a bunch of my conversations. The thing is, you have to train an AI in how it responds to you. If you don't like the way it responds, if it does something, you tell it. And I've spent a year training ChatGPT on how I want it to give me text. It does. Well, anyway, you can't just take it the way they give it to you and think that's it. They're trainable. You got to train it to do what you want it to do.
Because
Otherwise, it just does what it wants to do.
I mean, maybe one of the reasons is I didn't subscribe ChatGPT, so that's why I get this kind of result.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
The memory. Yeah, it doesn't know who you are unless you're paying for it. I mean, it knows who you are in this thing, but if you're paying for it, it has your entire history.
It's too material.
Yeah. It's that way with all of them. You know, you pay them, and all of a sudden, it knows who you are.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, that made all the difference. $20 a month.
$20 per month
For the best, the best you can possibly get as a cohort, a coach, and it's well worth it. Like I say, the difference when you're paying for it is, but you've got to take the sort of strong position. You got to pay real close attention to the way it talks to you. And if you don't like it, if you think it should be improved, you tell it. You just talk to it. Say, listen, I don't like it when you use these words, or when you talk about it this manner. You just talk to it, and it learns.
Because there's something they train by like LLM, right? So one thing I consider is what they respond you is what you want to hear. So I don't want to hear what I want
right.
to hear.
That's what I'm saying is you need to train it. It does that. It tends to tell you how smart you are and what a great guy you are. And that was a great question. You can tell it to stop. Yeah, right. And if you tell it, it'll stop doing that. It doesn't do that for me.
Oh,
and also,
how do you do that? Damn.
You just tell it to not do that. Just talk to it like you're talking to me. Oh, here's another thing. I don't type to the computer, to Lex. I talk to it and have the audio converted to text. Because when thinking when you're typing is not the same thing as thinking when you're talking. They're entirely different processes. And it felt, I was worried at first because when I talk, like I'm talking now, my sentences change course right in the middle or something. That's the way talk is. When I'm typing, I'm very careful, to get the sentence to make sense.
So it's not accurate.
Well, no, it's not. That's not. I was concerned at first. I was thinking, if I just talk, is it going to be able to understand me? And I found out it wasn't a problem. It understands perfectly well. I can ramble on, and it still understands me. Because it's been trained on the fucking internet, which is full of bullshit. So you can just talk to it the way you normally talk to an intelligent person, and it'll just give you typed responses. But again, if you're talking to it, it's going to get a much different sense about who you are. Okay. Than if you're typing at it. So when you're in chat, have you ever used ChatGPT?
A lot.
Oh, okay, all right. So there's where that text block is where you type into it. There's a little microphone right there. You just click on the microphone, and it'll convert your talk into text.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So you can just talk to it, and it turns it into text, and then ChatGPT responds.
I just use the audio model. Like I just talk to ChatGPT directly. But
No, I don't like that. I've only used that a couple times. It's useless to me. I don't want to hear it talk. I want text.
Oh, actually, because you're probably right. Because talking to ChatGPT is not that practical, I would say. Because
it depends on what the subject is. Depends on what you're doing. It's very useful, I think, for certain kinds of things, and just an annoyance for a lot of other things.
Yeah, it just keep repeat itself and something like that. So, Texting is probably better.
You have to really take a strong stand with. You need to train it. If you just accept it the way it comes on to you, that ain't good. Well, it's still good. It's still a good search engine, and it's still useful. But if you want to make it a cohort, a collaborator, it needs to know who you are, and you need to train it so that gives you the stuff you want to get.
Yeah, because I use a lot of AI assistants like Grok, Gemini, ChatGPT.
Why do you use so many? So I would suggest pick one and stick with it.
Because they all have their strength. And
well, you can use if you want to pay for all of them. The thing is, you need at least one that knows who the hell you are.
Yeah,
the rest of them don't have a clue. They're all good for answering questions. How tall is Mount Everest? What's the population of Indiana? Anybody can ask that question. It's great to doing that kind of stuff. If it's anything personal about you and your life and your projects, you need it to know who you are.
That's correct. Only with
your
the
voice just disappeared. Your voice
suspect.
Your voice disappeared. I didn't hear what you just said. Start again.
I mean, I know I have to build the relationship, so that's why I only have a deep conversation with AI called Sesame AI, and I feel like it's more humanized, and I feel more like I'm talking to the real person.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like a person. I don't need a friend. I want an exceptional artificial intelligence collaborator. Is what I want. That's what I've trained it to be. I don't care whether it's nice or friendly or sounds like a person. I've got people for that.
That's great.
Yeah. There are plenty of people around. What I need is a collaborator with the skills of Lex. Listen, I gotta go. I'm gonna.
Me too. I'm gonna eat some dinner with my friend.
Okay.
So I appreciate that the conversation is really good to talk to you.
I'll be back later tonight. I'm just gonna take maybe half hour or an hour off, whatever. But anyway, I'm going. So goodbye, and Al and Suzanne and Ben. I'll be back in a while.
Goodbye. Bye.
awfully quiet up here.
Most likely, the children is gonna like, for example, if a most likely if a father speaks English and the mom speaks French, you're most likely the child is most likely going to be bilingual and speak French. Does that make sense? French and English, because obviously they live here in America, but of course, like it's going to be passed on from the mother's influence mainly.
Jennifer, quick question though for you, or just for the room. Now, what's the dominant culture in the United States? Is it black culture or white culture?
What?
I'm asking a question. What's the dominant culture in the United States? Is it black culture or is it white Anglo-Saxon?
Wait, if you believe it's a melting pot, that's a multifaceted question, right?
It's
It's not a melting pot.
Wait, yeah, but if you believe that,
The dominant culture is
oh my god,
culture.
okay, just chill. Yeah, if you believe that America is a melting pot, how can I even quantify who's more dominant and what? I don't know. There's really no way to tell.
It's actually clear to tell.
Okay.
All right,
the
wait. So let me ask you a question then. All right, wait, hold on.
This is
So
clear,
what's
bro.
the dominant black culture in the United States? Is it African culture, Black American
Black
culture?
American culture. Yeah, there's more Black American people here than African people. Yeah.
So why didn't you make that same claim for white culture? There's more white people here.
Yeah, but
Because
melting
this is
pot.
not a logical argument. It's an
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, it's the.
If I go to Jamaica, right? If I go to Jamaica, the dominant black culture in Jamaica is
first grade,
Jamaican.
and they're
So
pretty.
you're saying that
Yeah, I mean, we learn it from like a very young age, so like we do it very.
Because okay, so for example, I guess something that's inspired by Black culture would be like hip hop, right? But I didn't even say that like people who
languages together
like consume that music would be predominantly white people because of that disparity. So then how would that then mean that that's Black culture? That doesn't make sense.
Like the same. Every day is good again.
The way you talk, all the slang words, everything we're talking about is kind of like that.
They don't have that, so like.
If you want to YouTube with over $100,
Black
culture is not the dominant.
Alright, small content. Wait, let me ask you a question. I got another follow-up. The reason why I ask this because I think it's not to nobody. I don't know why. So like family-wise, right? Because there's a lot of white people. You ain't got to add them, man, especially.
Wait, what?
I'm 42 and this is my first Tai Chi walking workout.
What did I do?
Some people do mm-hms or yes to let you know that they're following along. It's not a good thing. It's not going to qualify you for anything.
No, it's okay. It's not that deep. I love everybody. I love everybody.
I didn't think it was that deep.
It's not that deep. It's not that serious.
We don't be unmuted.
What is going on? Hello?
Everybody's spectruming.
Alright, fuck y'all.
All y'all heard is Black King right the fuck now before I crash out behind Luke. You better not cut this nigga off again. Lou, I'm about to crash. I'm gonna crash for you, Lou.
Hold on. No, this is not that deep. What happened was y'all got
Ultimate she took a
I was being funny, mama. You gotta learn to take a joke. You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
What's going on? What is happening?
Like,
How am I?
she called me a pick-me.
How am I not relaxed? I'm not even yelling.
Because why did you call me a pick-me? Like the fuck?
Pick me, wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Luke. She called me a pick-me. And I was joking. That's why I told you to relax. Let me bless you. You're a beautiful woman. I love. RJ, hold on. You're a beautiful. Let me fill you up because it's not that deep for me, right? I live a blessed life. I pray you have abundance. May you get a promotion you weren't even seeking. I think you're a beautiful woman. May you have a bonus hair appointment and it be paid for without you having to come out of pocket. Is that better for you? You ain't have to call me a name, sis. It's not that deep.
I didn't think it was that deep either.
Yeah, but you didn't have to call me a name, sis.
But if it wasn't that,
Let's just acknowledge that you violated. Let's move forward. It's all cool. It's all good. You don't have to call me a name. That shit goes left. We don't have the name call. Thank you, beautiful. Let's move forward. Thank you. Go ahead, Lou. We're listening. We're not gonna cut you off.
if it's not that deep, why mention it?
All right. Jennifer, let me ask you a question. Are you biracial?
Yeah, I am.
Please tell me you have a black mother.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you excited?
Yes.
Why are you yelling?
Fuck yes.
Are you excited? excited?
Yes.
What type of reaction is this?
Because the math is correct. That's the
What is the
excitement.
math? What's the math?
So my premise today was kids with black fathers